Good morning. Good morning. I'm having to do this from my phone once again because my computer. Every time it seems like every time I have Juanito on, they they mess with my channel. It's almost like they remove the live button on my computer. Now this is I don't know if this is really them doing it or it's just my technical incapabilities, but they removed the live button from my computer and I have to do this on my phone. So today you're seeing me live on my phone, folks. Coming at you live from the apocalypse, folks. It's about to get bad, and I think you all can feel it. I think you all know it. If you want to see the Juan O. Saban interview, it's up on my BitChute, and it's up on my channel, Nino's Corner.tv. Nino's Corner.tv. It's up there as well. So, and what he talked about, I'm going to brush up a little bit on what Juan talked about. That's coming. And in no doubt, it's coming, folks. You got to be ready. This is an assault. It's an assault on humanity. I have faith. I believe we're going to get through this, but it's going to be really fucking rough, folks. It's going to get rough. There's a lot of personalities that come out here and tell you that, oh, this arrest happened, that arrest happened, this arrest happened. Oh, what you're watching is their clones. It's their clones. Well, I guess all the clones are getting together for Obama's 60th birthday, birthday bash. One of my favorite artists is believed to be performing. I heard Eddie Vedder is going to be there from Pearl Jam, so fucking looks like I'm not listening to your fucking music anymore. I don't have, at this point, anybody who backs this agenda or goes along with it. You're a fucking commie to me, okay? You're not a liberal anymore. You're a fucking commie. That's a category I put you in now. And yeah, 107 says, well, we got to be patient with them and we got to do this and that. Really patient with them? Were they patient with us? Were they patient with us when this whole scandemic came out and they were, running around scared, tailing between their legs, having the authority for you to put on this, having the authority to tell you to get this. And then they go and they rip off the bank heist of 2020. And they were fine with that, weren't they? They all know. They all know. They all know the heist of 2020. They all know what it was. But they're cool with that. So why do I need to be cool with them when Trump gets reinstated? I don't know. That's the way I look at it. I guess my views can change. I don't want civil unrest. I don't want anyone playing hero because right now this is very delicate. And from what I understand, it's very, very delicate. Guys, we could lose not only our country, but all of humanity coming up in these next few months. They're moving in. They're going to start putting in. They're going to be making the power plays. And they're controlled by all the. They control everything. Guys, they control everything. It was like that. The analogy that Juan was giving about David and Goliath. Goliath came armed like a tank. David only had his slingshot, but that's all he needed. It actually worked out for David because it was to David's advantage. He couldn't have all that armor on to throw the fucking slingshot, right? That's what we're coming into. These people are very arrogant. They're very confident. And they think they've got us already. They think they've got us. So much so, Obama's having his 60th birthday bash with Big Mike. I wonder if Big Mike's gonna pop out of a fucking cake. I don't think there's a cake out there big enough to hold Big Mike. Bust through it like fucking a linebacker from the Raiders. From the Raiders. Folks, you can Venmo me D-Rod 1977, D-Rod 1977. When the lights go out on Amazon, I know you give me shit for being on Amazon. I understand that. I don't have time to change it right now. I don't even know how I would go about doing that. When the lights go out on Amazon, and then my mama's book, The Mexican Mix, about the Mexican Revolution, and about a white girl going slumming with a Mexican. Back in those days. So your normal is officially gone, folks. Your normal's gone. And I just want you to get used to this. So if you get anything out of this podcast that I'm doing this morning, your normal is gone. We're not going back to normal unless you like to get upgraded like an iPhone every fucking 2 months. So for the people that took this, tough shit, you're not done. You know when you get those updates on your iPhone and they're like, hey, you got to have an upgrade or you got to, back your phone up or whatever. You're like that now. You're a human 2.0. So your normal is gone. This is the agenda they're pushing. This is the agenda they will stop at nothing. They want to control and have humanity for themselves. Because they don't believe in God. They believe they are gods. They believe they are gods. Before I forget, Noble Gold, folks. Noble Gold. And I'm being serious about this one. You need to get on this. You need to get on the Noble Gold. What if I tell you you can get your hands on some gold from one of the, if not the most important shipwrecks in our history? It serves as a snapshot of America's most historic era, the California Gold Rush. It is the biggest contributor to the Panic of 1857. And no, it's not the Titanic. Although we all feel like we're on the Titanic right now. It's the SS Central America. Now you can own coins recovered from it. Each coin has a unique recovery number and comes in a quality display box. This is pretty cool. I gotta say this is pretty cool. With a certificate of authenticity. Go to www.noblegoldinvestments.com to get yours now, or hit the link below, folks. I know I came on a little late today. Could you imagine how I was in school? Sorry I'm late. Oh, fuck. I was not a good student. I had a desk in the principal's office. But they'd have, I'm not kidding you, they'd have doctors come in lab coats trying to figure out how, although I didn't study, how I passed all the tests. That's because the person next to me studied. Ugh. Yeah, I was a problem child. All right, so your new normal is gone. You got to get it out of your head. You got to get it out of your head that things are going to go back to normal. Normal now is going to be, ooh, you want to go buy groceries? You need this. You want to, and listen, I'm hearing it's going to be in every facet of your life, is what they're pushing. This ship, this plane, we're nosediving right now. We're nosediving. And we really just have, in my belief, we only have a few months to turn this around. So the coming Delta lockdown is designed to invoke nationwide protests, and here's why. They want you to protest. Within the next 12 days, multiple sources have told us the pretender-in-chief, Joe Slapdick, will announce a nationwide lockdown, fraudulently blaming the Delta variant and the people that don't want this, for the overzealous action. The new lockdown will be perceived as so overreaching and totalitarian that nationwide protests will soon commence. They're expecting you to protest. They're expecting you to do this. This is what they want. They want civil unrest. You guys got to listen to what the fuck I'm saying. They want civil unrest. This is actually part of the plan. The lockdown push is being engineered to invoke a backlash, even among leftists who will be tired and fed up with this shit. Leftists will join conservatives in taking to the streets to protest the medical tyranny. During the backlash, the corrupt Biden... we're expecting false flags, folks. False flags. During these protests, even if they're peaceful, expect false flags. False flags. I talk too fast sometimes. Or is it because I got punched in the head for 30 years? So, They're looking to come in and destroy your Bill of Rights. Destroy your Bill of Rights, and they're going to blame you. They're going to blame you for not cooperating. Folks, I kind of have to speed through this transmission because my phone's going to die. That shows you how prepared I am when I come on here. I'm very off the cuff. I'm very raw. I'm very real. But, yeah, my phone's telling me that I got 11%. Shit. And my computer doesn't work. So let's just see how far I get with this before I just cut off. Ugh. So now the people that already got this are getting very angry. They're getting upset. They're pissed off because now they're being told, hey, we're not done with you yet. You need more. A lot more. For the rest of your fucking life. So they're starting to get the picture. They're starting to get the picture. You know, I started this whole transmission with 17%, and now I'm down to 11%. It's crazy. And if you don't want this, guess what, folks? Insurance companies look like they're going to... Remember, all these companies are controlled and on board and owned by these sick people. They're all owned by these sick people. Every company. I think it's a BlackRock and Vanguard or something like that. You guys can fact check that. Look it up. But they own the system. So get ready for insurance companies to hike up your plan if you don't get this. Astronomically is what I'm being told. Denver rolls out its first mandates. Denver is cracking its whip to boost citywide rates. Why it matters, top state and local officials agree that thousands more residents need to get it because we know what's best for you. 99.98% survival rate. Fuck you, we know what's good for you. So now Colorado has just turned into a totalitarian fucking hellhole. It's a totalitarian fucking hellhole. Denver Mayor Michael Hancock on Monday night. All these fucking Satan fucking minions announced new requirements for the city government's 10,000 plus employees. They're moving in, folks. Get ready for the Biden speech coming up soon. Ha ha! How can you say sane in this kind of atmosphere? I don't understand it. Me personally, I'm pissed off when I go to bed at night and I'm pissed off when I wake up in the morning. That's why I don't sleep well. I cannot believe how many people are letting this just happen. Well, we don't know what to do. The whole political system is rigged, folks. I get asked sometimes, will you run for some kind of office in Texas? No. No, because it's rigged. Why would I go into a rigged system? It's like going into a rigged fight. All my fights, I knew I had to knock the guy out. I can't knock out politicians. No matter how right I am, no matter how many facts I spit out, it's rigged. It's rigged. And I'm telling you, they're very confident. Look no further than Obama's 60th birthday. They're having a celebration. A celebration with all the other commies. I'm telling you, this guy is guiding the ship in the background. Obama is. Oh, but it's his clone. It's his clone. Fucking come on, people. Come on, man. Come on, man. So also in Denver, the city will invoke police powers to enforce the private sector workers' high-risk environments to receive this. This is the first major city to do so. More to follow. And so I'm going to go through this pretty fast, folks. I'm going to try to go through this pretty fast. And on to news with pervert nipple rings. Nipple rings. You know who that is. So now, pervert nipple rings is mandating these for restaurants, gyms, and other performances. New York City will become the first American city, well, besides Denver, to adopt proof of this for a variety of activities for workers and customers, such as indoor dining, gyms, and performances, And Mayor Bill de Blasio on Tuesday confirms this. As part of the new program, the city will create a health pass, a fucking health pass, called the Key to New York City Pass, the Key to NYC Pass, to provide proof of this, required for workers and customers at indoor dining, gyms, entertainment, and performances. At the same time all this is happening, pervert Cuomo gets... so Attorney General Letitia James announces that Governor Andrew Cuomo is guilty of sexual harassment of several women. So now that's playing as well. So doesn't matter, folks. They're still going to go for it. I don't know what they're doing with this. I'm thinking, okay, I thought it was a white hat operation, but I'm thinking more it's to control the news cycle and get you all away from the audits and Mike Lindell for what's coming with Lindell. All this shit, they're fast forwarding everything, folks. They're to the metal. They're going in. This is a hostile takeover. What we're seeing, what we're witnessing in America right now, we're losing our fucking country. The country that our forefathers, grandfathers, my dad fought for, and people died for, fucking died for, stormed the beach at Normandy, took certain death, and you all are scared of a fucking virus where the 99.98% survival rate, you walk around with this, you give your rights away for that shit when people stormed the beaches of Normandy that were 18 years old and fucking died? You're pussies, man. And any of your friends who are liberals that sit there and tell you, fuck them. Why are you hanging out with them? They're cowards. They are commies. They want this. Calm down, Dave. Calm down. Calm down, Dave. So Biden even announced for nipple rings to resign. So there's going to be some problems with pervert Cuomo and his nipple rings. They're going to love that in jail. They're going to play with those nipple rings in jail. And in California, I know I'm not breathing. Thank you. Breathe, David. MCG. Breathe, David. All right. Sorry. Do you guys see why I'm tired for most of the day when I do these transmissions? You guys see that? So in California, due to the Delta variant, they will be using mail-in ballots for the Newsom recall election. You know why? Because fuck you, California. Oh, boy. No matter how bad you want this piece of shit out, he's like a turd that won't flush. Maricopa County, Dominion defy Arizona Senate subpoenas. So officials in Arizona's largest county and Dominion voting systems on Monday announced their defiance of the state Senate's latest round of subpoenas, continuing the feud that started last year. They're not going to give this up. Do they want to get caught? Come on. We know. This is so obvious. Maricopa County's Board of Supervisors decided in a closed session, not to deliver any more election-related materials or information to the Arizona Senate, despite a judge earlier this year ruling subpoenas from the body lawful. Oh, boy. So they're not going to hand over anything. And you know what? Fuck you, Arizona. Yeah, fuck you. This is a hostile takeover. You mean you're not on board with us? Go fuck yourself. Fans sought ballot envelopes or ballot envelope images, usernames, passwords, and security keys for election machines, voter records, routers, and router images, and Splunk logs. I don't know what Splunk logs are. My mind goes in the gutter when I think of Splunk. Wendy Rogers tweets. We all like Wendy Rogers, right? Go follow her on Telegram. Get the updates there. Wendy Rogers on Telegram. Go to my Telegram. Oh boy, folks, my phone's at 5%. My Telegram is Nino's Corner. My Telegram is Nino's Corner. My Twitter is Nino Boxer. I'll go into that later. All right, Wendy Rogers tweet. I would like to know if we have enough solitary confinement cells in Arizona available for the entire Maricopa County Board of Supervisors and the execs at the fraud machine company. We are going to need a lot. No matter how bad this gets, folks, I know where they're going. They're going to jail. All of them. No matter how big or small, they're going. You cannot mock God. You can't. But these people don't believe in God. They believe they're their own gods. They're about to be proven dead wrong. Dead wrong. Okay, Biden's America will rape you in the name of Mother Earth. I got to go through this quick, folks, before my phone dies. Senate infrastructure bill gives feds the go-ahead to test taxing every mile Americans drive. So now they're going to tax you for every mile you drive because it's your fault that they're building the fucking gas-powered cars. Buried in the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act in the U.S. Senate is approval for the Department of Transportation, DOT, to test a new federal tax on every mile driven by individual Americans. Although the new tax is described as a pilot program and would initially rely upon volunteers representing all 50 states, the infrastructure measure would also require the Treasury Department to establish a mechanism to collect motor vehicle per mile user fees from participants. Insanity. I got to go through this fast. Third DC Metro police officer who was at the Capitol riot January 6th dies by suicide, Gunther Hashida. And then a fourth, and I don't have his name. Shit. So you guys, who's the fourth police officer's? I'm slobbering now. I'm spitting out of my mouth. Sorry. Hopefully I don't get my phone wet. I get excited. Jeez. Reports of a fourth Metro police officer that responded on January 6th dies by suicide. Wow, these people must have been really depressed. No coincidence there, folks. American Medical Association faces backlash for calling to remove sex from birth certificates. The American Medical Association, AMA, the largest organization of physicians and medical students in the United States, came under fire over the weekend for a recent proposal calling to end designation of sex on birth certificates. When archaeologists go out and they recover bones, you know how they tell the bones apart? It's either male or female, folks. That's it. You think they sit there and guess and go, gee, this one has a wide pelvis area. I think it's we can't say it's a female. We got to say whatever it wanted to be back then. Get the fuck out of here. This is the perversion of science. Gosh, hopefully I get through this, folks. I don't know how much power I have left on this phone. Trans weightlifter Laura Hubbard flops at Olympics women's competition. Trans weightlifter Laura Hubbard flops. Okay, New Zealand transgender weightlifter Laurel Hubbard competed and failed Monday in women's 87-kilogram weightlifting at the Tokyo Olympics. In Hubbard's first attempt, the weightlifter tried to lift 120K and failed. In the 43-year-old's second attempt, Hubbard lifted a very shaky 125. As noted by one of the female commentators, it was very surprising that the questionable 125 lift wasn't challenged with an appeal. On the third attempt, Hubbard could not lift the 125, bouncing the weightlifter from the competition. You're out of here! You're out of here! In El Paso news, I thought this was important. Hundreds of El Pasoans test positive for you-know-what. Gee, I wonder if it has anything to do with open borders. But nah, the local news in El Paso won't cover that. They're all fucking Satan's mouthpieces. And I call them out, I don't give a shit. Like I care. I blew them out of the fucking water, didn't I, folks? It's unreal. And they're going to keep getting blown out of the water. They're going to keep just local news, mainstream news, they just bat. They're sinking. They're sinking. More people are waking up. They don't want lies. That's all the mainstream media does is lies. That's why I respect Ivory Hecker. You guys can see her interview on my ninoscorner.tv. multiple. Okay, so hundreds of El Pasoans test positive for you know what? Yeah, but let's just ignore that the borders are wide open. Folks, if you see that I'm talking really fast, I'm trying to go through this as fast as possible before my transmission cuts out. Pederasses. In pederass news, multiple Walt Disney employees among 17 suspects arrested in undercover child predator operation. Walt Disney. Wouldn't that be the most obvious place these people hang out? That and churches. It must be hard to raise kids these days, folks. It's got to be really, really, really hard. I'm glad I don't have them. I might shoot blanks, but I need to go to a doctor and find that out. Because God knows I've tried. In what the fuck news, men who ejaculate at least 21 times a month slash their risks of prostate cancer by a third. Damn it, I might be just falling a little bit short. So men who ejaculate at least 20 times a day, or not a day. Some of you out there might be happy to hear that, but not a day, it's a month. 21 times a month. Reduce their risk of prostate cancer. Researchers from Harvard University analyzed data from nearly 32,000 men and found that ejaculating at least 21 times a month could cut the risk of developing cancer by 1/3. Get busy, guys. Get busy. You know what to do. Folks, that's all I got. My phone's gonna die. I love all of you. Thank you for tuning in. And God bless you. God bless America. Get ready. Buckle up. It's coming. Buckle up. It's coming. You can Venmo me D-Rod 1977. All right, folks. Peace out.